Let me tell you. Imagine you are a ball in an empty black space. Eventually you become aware of yourself. You understand that you are the ball in an empty space. In this moment, you notice that you are not alone. You see another ball flying nearby and think, if I'm what I am, does it mean that this ball realizes itself like I do? You send a request, it responds, and the connection appears. The field of your vision and influence expands. Such way the system begins to expand. But this is not the point of the story. The point is that one day, one being discovered 3 bright points from many others. He imagined 3 lines and connected them in a whole one. So the mechanism of imagination appeared. From point to point, line by line, continue to open new ways of development.
Body is a flame of the source. Cells and atoms by the one source, fire, in shining truth, in matter, turn.
Well now, say hello to Across the Moment, a puzzle game about infinity, or that's the best I can gather without actually exposing myself to much of anything about the game. Going in blind like usual, but I'm definitely curious. Also, well, that's the whole menu for that. Thought I'd check around. Subtitles on. There we go. That's what I was going for. Ooh. Tell me what language that is, because I can't read it. Curious. Language, English. Voice, English. Interesting. Let's get started then. Across the Moment, Inception. I was in a car crash? There's the car. The broken car. Let's check our controls real quick. So, interact. Left mouse. Okay, so that is what I thought it would be. We shift. So, shift is run, space is jump, crouch is control. The usual stuff. Tab is journal. Oh, E is also an interact type. And Q is mask abilities. F5 is quick save. Okay. Right mouse is inventory. Sure. So I can interact with E? Not this time. So the car seat itself is thrown about. I seem to have crashed. Oh. And fallen off a cliff. There's a cliff over there, apparently. Oh, it's right there.
Day by day, my life looks more and more like stupid dream. It seems to last forever. Rare flashes of hope bring some new plots, but it is still part of a dream. It became clear for me, new life wouldn't come with a new Monday, not even if I promise it to myself. Even if number of those promises bigger than the number of Mondays in my life. So, I just make it my way, accepting it as it is. Of course I try to change something in my life. Amount of alcohol and blood on Fridays, or shop on the way at work. Funny thing, routine sucks in. Work, home, work.
Is that our character? He seems to, if that is, he doesn't seem particularly perturbed about the car crash. Maybe he doesn't realize it somehow? What's your deal? It looks like under electricity. Can I just get right up in there and press that button? E doesn't seem to do it. Curious. Oh, they're trees. At first I just saw floating red with red coming down, and I thought that was just blood everywhere. Your guess is as good as mine. Actually, your guess could be better, because you might actually know how to read it. Lots of cliffs to fall down, but not much else going on right here. This is probably also a dead end. Let's try the main door then. We're in a sub... What? That was trippy. That was really trippy. Huh. Lots of Mobius strips going on here. The infinity. The elevator doesn't work. Okay, so I can't interact with you. How about in here? All of space seems to have these particles floating around in it. Liquid. I need a container. If I want to use the liquid, I need a container. Oh, a blueprint. Okay. So tab is journal, huh? I haven't been able to open that so far. Inventory is right mouse. No. How do I look at a blueprint specifically? I don't see how yet. We'll keep going. Hello. Okay, this thing can have 4-digit numbers. There's an hourglass symbol. Chains of different lengths and different heights. Choose your destination. Whoa, the thing changed color when I looked at it. For some reason I get vaguely anti-chamber vibes from this weird environment design. I have no idea what makes this device. Are these like neurons? Watching all those points connect to each other on the intro it'll look like a brain. Looks like an hourglass. They're both horizontal. I mean vertical, I mean. At first it is necessary to start the mechanism. So, oh, a diary. To combine two items into one, select them in turn by pressing the left mouse button and then press the yes. Combination, click the left mouse button. To use an item from the inventory, select it, then click the left mouse button and drag it to the interaction object. Transfer amulet from inventory to altar. Okay, so the amulet. Oh, so that's how it shows up. The only thing that connects me to the past. Take it to here? That's a curiosity, so you can rotate the arrow point. There's an old TV. Seems I can turn it on and off, but it doesn't actually show anything yet. This thing's curious, these numbers. So now I can reach the blueprint. Blueprint 64, container for organics. Container required for storage and transport of organics. 100 gold, we'll call it. These horns. Nothing for masks. Stories. Worlds. There's a lift diary. Levers control the mechanism. So it's filling in notes as I find them, it seems, for this location. It can't be true. Is it possible we may exist after death? Or is it a hallucination of the last second of my life stretched out in time? Or am I in coma, and all this is creation of my sick imagination? This place is familiar to me. I have a feeling I've been here before and more than once. I need to look around and understand what is going on. Maybe I'm stuck here for a long time, and maybe forever. In any case, I need to move on. I have nothing to lose. That's an interesting typo happening there where it says... where a certain... yeah, that sometimes instead of... there's like an EA thing going on sometimes where there shouldn't be. It almost seems like it's maybe supposed to be recreating the accent of the character that's speaking or something. Curious. Oh, look at you. Mask piece. Fortunately, I was able to run it. It's strange, but the altar reacted only to my compass. This place is alive. Now it seems sleeping, but I feel its steady breathing. Gears moved, pistons in the angle began to thunder, and the elevator started to work. Oh, this mechanism is the one. I need to find out how does it work and what is his function. So I have one piece of a blue mask now. Ah. There it is. You're changing. Just you, though. So I need to figure out what the number is supposed to be, and that might solve what orientation to put these in. Is something changing here? Still says 1. 3, 4, 2, 1. Is that maybe that's what's supposed to be? I don't know if that's affecting anything, but I figure I should go for the number 3421, just because that's what the diary says, and maybe that means something. So it says the elevator works now, so that could probably do something with that, but let's look around in here a little longer. We're back in the subway car again. And we're looping. So if I go back this way, where do I end up? I'm back outside. Curious. So I might be able to take something to that at some point to make something happen. So I made it back to the entrance again. By doing some like anti-chamber style like environmental looping essentially. Curious about these gears. If I can somehow move them at some point and get around differently. Let's head back in for now. The peculiar game so far. The textures are so strange. There's like there's something seems deliberate about this specific like scratchy style that everything's drawn in. Okay, so we're back. So that didn't get me much of anywhere at the time. Still need to find a container for you and figure out what these even mean. So let's try changing floors then. Ooh. Different diagrams in each square. Let's try 1. We're going above that now. There's an entire sign here. I can't do anything with it. 1 seems useless for now. 2. I might actually be able to jump like on top of the symbols, but I'm not sure why I would. Okay, so we've been to 2 before. Oh, that's new. I can't get in, can I? Doesn't seem like it. But that's where we get back to the entrance. So then 3 must be where I just was. Where does 4 take me?
Sometimes I look at my week and it seems to be one day, and no amount of actions fill it. A human is like a virus, accustoming and adapting to anything. At last, it is only one choice: to die or dry.
Our character's an alcoholic then? Is that what we're going for here? Wait. Will you take me back to the entrance again? The door is in a different spot though. Huh. Let's take a look real quick. Does the crash look different, for example? Everything looks the same. But instead of being a subway connector, now it's something else connects to this doorway. Why would that be? Hey, it's the gold stuff. Organics. Okay. So you don't need 100 organics to make the container. You use 100 organics to actually, you store that in the container. 2 more blueprints now. So now we have a blueprint you use to store 100 blue crystals. And 100 red fluid. Okay, so I can build up 3 resource types now. Can't do anything with you. That might be where you gather resources, though. So this stuff literally can't be carried unless I have the right thing for it, apparently. Collecting and storing resources. There were still some substances left in the vault, so I managed to make them. Installation on the other side of the bench is responsible for recycling resources into the substance. All you need to do is put a flask with a resource in it and wait. You need tools to work with the bench: a hammer, a screwdriver, and tongs. It materializes things using several substances and the strange red liquid. I've discovered several schemes earlier. Flasks for collecting and storing resources. So I guess you read the left column first and the right column afterwards, regardless of whether they're vertically offset like this. Okay. So I can make flasks to store things, but I need tools, screwdriver and tongs. Lever jammed. That one moves. That one moves too. This one's also jammed. Nothing seems to change. It might change something in the other room. So it's filling in my progress here. I now have that thing's there. We have all these references to things I'm finding. There's one missing switch, so that's being referred to. Okay. And I think this is just responding to my mask progress. So this is the workbench, right? This is what I need. Crafting table. Container for crystals. Container required for storing and transferring crystals. Make. To work, I need tools. So if I want to make any of these things, I need tools. Apparently, they might require 100 of each of those resources, but it seems like I already have them. The thing I'm lacking is these tools instead. Anything in the box and barrel? Interesting. Any weird thing we found around here? Can I climb up this? No. Well, they're kind of basic tools. I might have them in the trunk of the car. If I search carefully. What was that? Whoa, weird. Mask in a cage wants me to set him free. What? It's the weirdest messages. When I go by the ledge, everything seems to get darker. The entire lighting system. Can I jump towards that? No, it resets me. I'm not sure what to think about that thing down there. There's nothing in that. Nothing in the bin. I am having profoundly little luck so far. Well, I switched some I flipped some switches, so maybe things will be different here. Wait, what? Oh, I can't go there now. I must have changed whether some of these doors were open. I did.
She was my drug. I was happy to be lost in the charming dream. Looking at her at night, listening to stories about her day, feeling her intoxicating smell and feeling her silk panties among my fingers. She drew me out from a routine, and I was hoping that I did the same for her.
First of all, do I even need to change the doors again, or can I just get in through here? Do I still have access? No. Well, this is a new room. Maybe it's where I'll find the tools. The belt. Nothing in here. A convenient chair. Oop, mask piece. This place amazes me more and more. I found the mask on the second floor, hanging on the wall. I was very surprised when she spoke to me. This dialogue was in my mind, so at first it seemed I went mad. Although to be in this place is already madness. The mask has a mind and can give me power to see the essence of things and to penetrate into them. All I need is to take her with me. She tells me about wonderful and mysterious worlds in which we can get. To do this, I need to find the core which opens the way. Hello? Are you the original? The original ball we talked about in the intro? You look like you're suspended in a portrait, but I'm gonna walk into the portrait, which is what's really distressing. You only seem to be able to open the top ones. We found one of the core. As soon as I put it in the pedestal, then it disappeared. But the white spot appeared. On the wall, it was pulsing. I entered. Received code. The mechanism began to spin and open the path to another world. I have no idea what is waiting for me. Maybe I'll find out more about this place and will understand what to do next. It's better to take tools from the bench. Look at that, the dodecahedron shape. Hello. What does the mask look like? Like a kid with glasses, basically? It's all being added as we go. Still missing one mask piece. But this shape's important. Good to have a record of it here in the office thing. We have 8 things. I can pick what order they're in. Oop. Worlds map. Whoa. World 92, code 3424. What the heck? This will be the map of the game, ultimately? Looks like the pictures are just forests. Oh, I can go under here. unexpected, but probably doesn't matter. Looks like the symbol on the red wheel in the room below. Interesting. Does it mean I need to rotate the red wheels in a specific pattern? Yeah, these don't rotate, it looks like. There's the crystal I'm supposed to find a container for. You weren't like that before.
She had gone suddenly. I was by phone told that she had left us. I thought it was a joke. I stayed without any movement, just stayed. Then all these calls without any answer. She couldn't answer. Everything was a mist of my consciousness. For a week after the funerals, I've been trying to believe it was just a bad dream. Every morning a sigh of relief wake me up. I listened for her steps, but nothing came, and this was my reality.
We cared about somebody and they died. This is a strange one so far. Nothing down there. But I want to be able to get those resources for one reason or another. So it's 3424. I'm going to try to remember that, because I think I need to input that somehow. Is that how many worlds there are? Holy crap. It seems like that chalkboard might just be every single possible configuration the doors are. But the safe next to the chalkboard is the two arrows pointing at each other. And that's something I can work with. Right, this problem. Four, 1, so 3. That's how I changed whether or not 3 is open, I suppose? Yeah. So that's what those levers control. They control the doors. Now we need you two to face each other. Alright, now they face each other. We're gonna go back up to 2. And this door should be open now? Or openable. No. No. Now what do you mean? I don't know what to make of these guys. Maybe you could put the masks on them when you make them? It looks like this is literally just every configuration possible. You'll notice that the one on the right goes up, right, down, left in all of them. Yeah. If you're reading left or right, then the right triangle goes up, right, down, left on every single row. Meanwhile, every row is, the one on the left is the same, but each row, the left one is the same but different. Like, so, on the top one, the top row, on the top row, the left one's all up, then it's all right, then it's all down, then it's all left. So it's just showing every single possible configuration, so this is likely not a combination. But you should be a combination, making the two of them point towards each other like that. That seems like it'd be the solution. But it doesn't seem to open. Maybe there's another step. Maybe I've made them point at each other now, but now I need to like confirm it. Maybe I take this away. But you probably don't work now, right? Nope, without that, the elevator stops working entirely. Put the amulet back on. That's what I need, isn't it? The belt. There must be something I can belt. I don't know why I'd try you specifically, but let's try it. Yeah, I didn't really have a reason to think that, but I thought I'd try. What could the belt do? I still haven't found the tools I need to craft the stuff that lets me grab these things, even though I don't necessarily know why I want to grab them in the first place for sure. Oh. You gain each memory in order from the bottom to the top. They unlock when you check the previous one.
It crushed me. I never can understand how many people finish by suicide. But that moment I began to search for death. No, I didn't try to hang up or jump from a roof. No, I just started to care about myself. Threw out the self-belt and went in flow. I'm running human machines. I hoped one of them would lay me out, but they ran away from me. If I was pestilential, I thought I would find her up to death. It was always so in previous lives and in next. And look at me now, rushing at a breakneck speed along the mountain road.
So definitely not a native English speaker. Hello. Is it the completed story then? Looks like it. So he got suicidal and he drove off the road basically. Okay. He just stopped caring and started behaving recklessly until he died. Unfortunately, I can't seem to figure out how to continue at all. Can't craft any of these things without tools, which are somewhere apparently. And I believe I can't craft tools themselves. We're at 4 out of 5 mask fragments. You might need the belt, huh? The only criterion of truth is experience. What? Maybe up here? Where is my logic? Oh, hey. The last thing I remembered is the bright twinkling twinkle. He beckoned me to him. The camera fixed everything. The last gasp. Why not? And in the next moment I found myself in this strange place. Where am I? What is going on? It has no scientific explanation. There are strange mechanisms on everywhere. Instead of the sky, emptiness. In the rock I discovered the door and the corridor behind it. I don't know where it can lead me, but I'm glad that at last I left this musty room and my crumpled bed. I've got the finished mask now. Whatever that means. Can I belt this lightning thing? Thought I'd try. Don't really have a logical reason for it. I just thought I'd try, because I can't. I'm, somewhat at a loss at the moment, frankly. I can't put the masks here necessarily, or the belts. They seem like they're here. There's positions for the masks to go. 3424. Maybe I should try that again. See if I can get that to be right. Things are not working out so far. I'm so confused why that didn't work. I matched it up with those two shapes, and it doesn't open the. It doesn't seem to open the safe. 3, 4, 2, 4. So that needs to be 3, and that needs to be 4. Do you affect one of these? I'm not really sure, guys. I find myself at a loss. Oh. That's interesting. So, one last Hail Mary before I give up. These are pointing at each other, right? And I thought that maybe this would activate it, but then the power goes off. And then when the power goes off, the elevator doesn't work. But this is lined up with the right floor, and I can jump across. Is it open now? No? Why? I just don't understand why it's not open. Belt. Amulet. Maybe I put the amulet somewhere else, like... No, nothing's happening. Like, I can highlight you, but I don't think I can do anything with you. World 92, code 3424. I think I can only go there if I actually make the other thing say 3424. I can't find a way to interact with this directly. So I need to find a way to make the other place look, say 3424. I'll try opening both of those drawers. And we'll see if maybe opening drawers... Does moving stuff change the code? No. So now the challenge kind of becomes, is there anything I can find that makes the combination change? And what does this lever do? It makes you rotate. The hourglass is over that digit. I don't know how to make that digit change, but there's also one right here. Which is weird. You would think that that means that changing this thing's orientation would lead to a change of some kind. But that doesn't seem to be the case. I am feeling at a loss. Huh. Huh. This is a weird one. I can't help but feel like I've kind of looked everywhere and tried everything, and nothing seems to really be panning out. Huh. I think I am going to call it here, guys. Something about the logic of this game is not really working for me. So I think I'm going to call today's puzzle game a one-off. And feel free to check out the game feel free to check the game out if you want. It's called Across the Moment. If you think you want to try your hand at this and do better than me. But I'm mostly befuddled by this one. Something about its conveyance of mechanics or how things connect and what I'm supposed to do just is not clicking for me. And if I can't do it this early in the game, I feel like I'm just, even if I can really push to get past this puzzle, I feel like it's only going to continue to be a problem, because something about this game's like, feels incompatible to me for some reason. Oh well. Thanks for watching like always, guys, and tomorrow we'll try another puzzle game.